Hi, it's Pekka from Logbullet and welcome to Suonenjoki. So this area over here, this is the new home for the Logbullets. And it don't look at the moment nice. I am at the moment working over here, so there is too much stuff. The reason is that I did load my lorry and drive over here today. It was about 5 hours drive, so it's pretty long. The nice thing is that in Finland we have relatively good train network, and it's 4 hours near my home over here. So I will be using more train than car or truck because I can spend 4 hours in a train and working and doing efficient stuff or sleeping or then driving. So I prefer to be efficient. Yeah. But anyway, what I did bring over here. So we have crane, diesel engine, and then I have bogies. So I have a lot of that kind of stuff which I need for the Logbullet, and because the first Logbullet will be so painful to manufacture over here, because I did miss everything from here. So I decided that okay, I have to purchase something. So this is, for example, I did purchase this and like 27 millimeters. So this is for the half inch hydraulic coupling, which I have over here. So I did purchase all the couplings over here because I was thinking that it's total waste of my time if I start to calculate like all the couplings that these I need 12 and then calculate that. No, I did order just a bunch of stuff. I did also order like this pallet over here. Those are just bolts and nuts. Yeah, a lot. But I know that I need those, and in the future, because those are common items, so it's kind of stupid for me not to get huge amount of those. And okay, I have cabin, and in the future, so I will actually most likely tomorrow morning. So now it's evening. I did come over here. Everybody at home, not yet sleeping, but anyway in their homes. But also like our forklifts, but all the batteries are loading at the moment, so I don't have at the moment forklift. And so I will like unload these piles over here, lift these to the shelves, and then make this area totally nice that it's ready for the assembly. Then I will be taking stuff, and my plan is to start some assembly activities over here, and then yeah, prepare stuff. So, but I hope to do something this week over here already, and then I will most likely come next week already over here. And in the short time, I should get that Logbullet running and to happy customer. And I think it might be also nice for you guys that if I tomorrow get a more walk around over here and show stuff. But hey, let's continue. So assembly area looks at the moment nice. Now it looks like it should look. So I have plenty of space over here. I have components ready, and I have also over here Logbullet frames. So next I will take this apart and prepare front frame and other stuff and start assembly. This is totally strange for me because, for example, usually I have used forklift to take front frame away from here, but over here we don't have so many forklifts that I could all the time use one, because in my own workshop I have like all the time just me. So that has been really nice. But okay, but now I will use that overhead crane over here. I don't know how, I don't know where we have straps, I don't know more or less anything. So there's a lot of learning for me over here. But no worries with that. I will learn, and I also need over here like assembly table. This is perfect spot for the table. I think I will have over here cabin and table. And this will be the most likely the fine assembly. And over here, I don't know yet. Because there has to be actually also like the I might actually start this with the angle. So then in the future I have to mark the floor and have 2 machines, and I don't know. You guys will see in the future what I will do over here, but I don't know, you don't know, but we will learn. Yeah. So okay, so I think I want to start now. Now I feel itchy that I want to start. So I will do at least something and prepare stuff and start to do magic. So now it's officially begun. I hope the time is correct. But anyway, so first thing was tapping. So over here we have these M8 threads. So that was the first task over here. And then I did think that, okay, I should now next actually bolt over here stuff. And I did notice that I need bolts. Bolts are still in the cardboard boxes. And then there was one of my colleagues over here. He was saying that, hey, did you notice that we have actually that kind of cabins over here empty? And then I was like, yeah, that actually sounds nice. So I did go over there and 2 cabins. Now it's near perfect. And I did place the bolts in the same pattern than I have in other workshop. So when I come over here, I actually know that I know by heart where is stuff. And now I think that I did do yesterday a little useless work, because I will place also couplings over here. That will make my life way easier. Not bad task in that way. And after that I will start to play with bogies, because my dream is to get wheels under. Even though actually I have only 6 wheels with me. That was my mistake. I always have to make some mistake, and I did ask my supplier that 8 wheels in the same pallet, and for some reason there is only 6. But I'm not crying that too much. Maybe a little, but not too much. Yeah. So the next time I will most likely finalize front frame, then bogies, then mounting and all the other fun stuff. That is my plan at the moment. I have been now assembling here. At the moment it's evening. I am alone over here, even though actually one of my old customers will come to visit me and we might do some business. So, and I actually had today also one other person visiting me. He's planning different kind of machine, and like he did know that I come over here and I have experience in that area. So I did help him. So I think it's good that when you know something, you should tell that to people, that how you think that things should be done. Of course, like they don't have to do it like that. But anyway, it's way better that you just help make other people's learning curve faster, and usually it also comes, which goes around comes around. So, but it feels strange for me to be over here. I feel like in my other workshop, I'm sleeping over there sometimes nights, and I have been working there a long time. So it's scary to say, but it feels a little like home. And now when I'm over here, it feels strange to work over here, because everything is somehow new. And also like I don't have for some reason my supplier did send all my components in little packs I don't like. But I don't have like my bolt holders and that kind of stuff, like those are always in my other workshop. So this is strange for me. Even though I try to make this as homely as possible, so that things are more or less in the same order, and that way but it's just strange, because it's like I'm not in my home at the moment doing something that I'm doing all the time. But after some machines, some time, I will learn more. Or I will learn how to work over here, and this will start to feel like normal. So I'm sure that it will happen. And of course, when I start to sleep over here, that should help. That feeling more homely over here because this will be the more my home. And then longer time and everything like that. Of course, like at the moment, my plan is not that I will always come over here and assemble machines. So the big thing over here is that there is workers over here. They work and then they do stuff, and then like I don't have to assemble all the machines. So this machine I will be just doing by myself because it's very hard to tell to people how to do things because like I don't know if I have all the tools, I don't know how to do things, but when there is the second machine over here, then it's kind of simple to tell that yeah, I did make one machine over here. So it's all possible. And how my plan is, so okay, let's go over here. So bogies, those are bogies over here. So there is 4 bogies per machine, and like those axles over here, which goes to wheels, there is 16. So that is something that person will start with those. So after paint shop, he will make these sets and then assemble bogies, and that is like then doing some other sub assemblies, mounting wheels, and like doing that kind of stuff all the time, more and more and more. And like after 6 or 8 machines, most like 10 person even can, because I have bigger manual how to build Logbullet. Okay, let's not use the power machine because that makes noise. So let's have the second one over here. But anyway, I have manual how to assemble Logbullet. So I think that with that, and of course with guiding and helping and all the other stuff, there will be the moment that I'm in my home, or maybe hope I can now start to more visit, because like my problem is that I haven't done so much actual sales or marketing, that traveling and seeing people and learning about different customers and that kind of stuff. So more sales, so that I can like live more, go to see customers and do more design work in my office, so in reality in my home, and then order stuff, and then by magic we get over here ready Logbullets, even that I come over here. So that is like the only reason why I'm doing this project. That would be kind of strange for me, because it's 5 hours from my home, this location. So this is so far away that if I would plan always to drive over here or take a train over here and assemble, that would be strange, because I prefer to be with my family. Yeah, so that is not my plan, that it's just like. So actually what these are over here. So we have bogies doing like this. And if there is no those stoppers for the bogies, if there is no any of these, then the bogies could rotate accidentally, flip over. So that's why I need to have this kind of stuff over here. So little safety stuff. And this I have assembled so many Logbullets that this is something that I know that these are the best to mount at this moment. And so this is basic work what I'm doing over here, and in some moments some other people. And this workshop now it's silent because people work over here in one shift. Usually there could be also like 2 shifts, but usually it's 1 shift, and people work. Usually they actually come. They like to come over here 6 a.m. Even they don't have to come so early, but people prefer, because then they can, after 8 hours, so about 2 p.m. they can leave home. They have long evening, and they can do stuff. And then again at the morning they wake up and come over here to work, like weld or machining or something like that. We could actually, while I'm over here, we could actually tomorrow, when the machines are running, go over there and like, I hope that we can, I don't know, like, because it's not so practical, but to show something what is happening so over there in the machining, because that might be interesting. At least it has been for me interesting to see. I just love to go over there and look what people are doing. So we have over here welding. So this is a local crane. It's huge, this area actually. And then bullsmith welding machine, also rotators, and actually over here is one forestry item. So people are welding over here professionally, that kind of stuff. So I'm not so worried about Logbullet quality if they can weld. It's like they are welding harder components than Logbullet in reality. Of course, also like in the future, small harvester head and Megamax and everything like that. I don't have any worries because those are super demanding components, these over here. So I'm most happy to come over here to work when there is people are working, welding, doing stuff, things are happening, and actually we have little plans that this spot over here, that this might later come more to Logbullet welding. So shelves, okay, this is again like special machines for, so is this punching machine, or I don't know how that is in English, but we will not need this. But anyway, this spot over here, it's a little plan that this might be the Logbullet welding, because it's, of course we need to have volume up to get motivation. But anyway, have shelves, then components over here, all the Logbullet components in one shelf. So when arrive from here with forklift and then take over here to welding, then to paint shop, and then over there to assembly. Like turning and milling machines are over there in the other side. So everything is relatively close, and this would be super nice to see it over here, like Logbullet welding. Of course also other stuff, but it's usually easier because there is plenty of room over here. Also other components would be welded over there, not just Logbullet, but let's see what will happen. I don't know yet. I'm a partner over here, so I have little decision power, but I'm not like, it's not just me, and like of course I have to think for the total company, not just Logbullet. So I'm like with two hats over here. Logbullet hat, this is reality, actually Logbullet hat, and then I have other hat, which is Teho Koneistus, this company. Yeah, but I'm always so happy to be over here working. So we have over here turning machines, and nowadays turning machines are different than those old days turning machines. So those were just like component was rotating and then you did take the outer shape. Nowadays you get this component comes at once. So there is thread over here in the side and all of that, and like shapes inside, and this comes at once, one time. So you just have actually this kind of bar over here. You place the bar inside the holder, and then you put that little out. Machine makes, so it's all the time working over here. The worker is not over here. Machine is working, and then you get this component out, and then you put that again little. There could be pushing system, but in this machine we don't have pushing. We have also those automats, but those are usually for the like thinner material, because when you have this kind of rod rotating fast, that makes hard. And also this machine is with efficient turning rotating tools, so I have to return this. We would have angry customer. So we don't see at the moment nicely in. I try to actually mount the camera inside, so then we can see what is happening inside. Let's hope that it might get dirty and the quality might be awful. So let's see what will happen. Yeah, but one thing for me professionally, because so I have master degree in engineering in mechanical engineering, and my major was in production engineering even. But so I have basic understanding for this, but I have learned so much in the practical terms how to design for this kind of modern machines. So it's insane, like, because now when I design, I can like design this kind of components, and I understand that these are actually reasonable priced. This kind of components nowadays. Those were so much more expensive, and it was, so if you don't understand like what machines can do, then it's harder to design for those machines that you use that efficiently. We have also over here milling machines, and this is, I think this is horizontal, and then we have vertical. For some reason with milling machines you always have to take that. But over here you can see that we actually have several different, like one component in several stages over here. So it starts from the left, those come actually from the turning machine, and then those start to go over there to right. And then at the end you have ready component. So it's actually 25 minutes drive. So you load it, you start it 25 minutes, and then you have like ready component. So relatively time consuming, but it's nice because then you don't have to be all the time like swapping components. So you can have your coffee break or something like that meanwhile. So and this is nice machine. I think like, of course, like if you think the Logbullet bogies come from this machine and several other Logbullet components. Then we have also vertical milling machine. I'm not turning at the moment camera because there is worker. I think it's not nice for the people if I. So there's all the time people around over here. I would just like turning the camera that way that they don't have to be over there in the screen. Yeah, but this is nice machine. But now we can actually go over there to vertical milling machine. So my eyes are all the time going like this that I'm checking. So this is vertical. So that spindle is in vertical, and okay, at the moment there is that kind of pallet. So nothing actually, because this machine is with 6 pallets. So those items are now coming over here to this corner. Okay, now let's go like this. So there is pallets inside the machine. So those come to that corner over here, and then a person can unload and the machine could be driving. And I was talking actually about like the manual feed. So we have also this kind of feed system, but these are for the smaller bars. Good. And so this is out, so you have like 3 meter long bar over here, and then it pushes it, so it can be almost one night because there is several bars inside. So at the evening you could load that, and then you have stuff at the morning. So this is, now we are making small components over here. It's a spindle runs, and actually there is always then components pops out from that. So nice machines, yeah. But I think now I have to return to Logbullet area, even it's nice to be over here all the time. That is bear made with chainsaw. So I had over here potential customers visiting me, and we were again discussing about 2 hours about forestry and everything. That is, I like to talk with people because I also learn. I learn like how they're going to spend it, and like, and also I like to be with forest people because we speak the same language, forest language. It's not about the English or Finnish or anything about that. It's a forest. So forest people, and so he has made these. This is one kuhmo, which is like, it's like full of bears, that's it actually. So they love to make this kind of stuff made with chainsaw. So it's incredible what people can do. So he did bring me that. I will take that to office. I will not keep it over here because I don't want that that gets dirty. But that is very nice piece. Yeah. But the nice thing also is that we have over here production at the moment. So assembly area, not just area, there is machine in the workbench and things will get further all the time. So now it's Friday. I will take train to my home. It's 4 hours. I will be working that time, which is nice. So sending emails and like maybe editing, or not actually editing. I will be writing a column to forestry newspaper and that kind of stuff. Then I will be with my family over there, and I will have nice rest. And then I will most likely come back over here next week already, because I want to get this machine, that wheels and stuff. And so I will go Monday to my workshop and collect some items which I will need over here. So I have also like my WhatsApp list that what I need, and then I will come back over here, order more stuff, and I hope that, or most likely for this bear guy, we will weld over here Logbullet. So it's, yeah, because it's nice machine, and when you see that closer, you will know that also. Yeah. But hey, I hope you did like the video, and if you did like, please give thumb up, and if you haven't yet subscribed, please press subscribe, and if you want things that somebody might in some group like about this, please share. But otherwise we will see, or anyway, not otherwise, anyway, we will see next video. Thanks and bye.